We're looking to social media then, particularly to Twitter. When we're looking at the Prime Minister of the UK, Boris Johnson's feed, it's about Brexit. The Conservatives have fought this election, called it on Brexit and fought it on Brexit. Let's bring you some of the tweets. The only way to get Brexit done is with a majority Conservative government. Back me to get Brexit done. Vote Conservative to get Brexit done. I think you're getting the point here. The Conservatives really hammering home this central message that they hope is simple enough to win. However, the Conservatives really lost control of the social media narrative on Tuesday when Boris Johnson in the morning appeared to dodge an interview with a morning show by hiding in a milk fridge. That gave rise to the hashtag FridgeGate, which many people mocked the Prime Minister for. So while that is the Conservatives, their opponents are knocking them for that, what are their opponents doing? Well, let's bring you an idea of what the Labour Party are doing. Jeremy Corbyn of the Labour Party fighting this election on a much broader pitch. As you can see here, Brexit isn't even mentioned in some of his tweets. Compare that to the Conservative Party. But it's Matthew here in theCUBE who's been digging into the data to see which issues are actually making an impact. Matthew, what are people caring about at this election?
Well, as you say, Alex, online campaigning has been at the centre of this general election in the UK. Now, this is research published by Pulsar and 89Up. They are two online monitoring companies, and they've assessed the different topics that have been at the centre of the online conversation in the last month. And have a look at this. Yes, it is Brexit at the top, but in second, a close second, it is the NHS, Britain's National Health Service. Now, of course, the Labour Party have been very prominent in the way that they have campaigned on perceived welfare inequality and issues with the UK's healthcare system. But also, let's have a look at some other subjects. You have economy, of course, always high on the political agenda, but in fourth, it is racism. Now, both the Conservative Party and the Labour Party, they have had to reject serious accusations from a number of religious interventions in recent weeks that their parties are not doing enough to stamp out hate. But why is it that the NHS is so high compared to these social issues in the UK? Well, I asked this to Mike Harris. Now, he's the CEO of 89Up, who co-published this research.
There seems to be less emotive content. There seems to be less passion behind the subject of Brexit, whereas content around the NHS and inequalities, which are Labour's sort of strong suit, are doing really, really well on social media.
So is this strategy actually having an effect for Labour? Well, it's not just 89Up and Pulsar. This is CrowdTangle, a tool to analyse the social media engagement of the relevant parties' Facebook pages. And not just throughout this election, but particularly in the last few days, you can see it has become a clear two-horse race between the Labour Party in red and the Conservative Party in blue. None of the other parties coming even close to their social media voice. So from this data, again, it's clear that this is becoming a very much a head-to-head battle between the Labour Party and their pledges towards the NHS and the Conservatives who say they will get Brexit done. But it remains to be seen, with just a few hours to go until those polls open, whether this sort of data will translate into votes, Alex.
That is the big thing, of course, whether this data actually will map out into seats. Of course, we'll have all the latest breaking results tomorrow night here in theCUBE with you.